The Mouse That Roared stars Peter Sellers in a number of the key roles in the film, most notably as the somewhat blundering hero Tully Bascom. The film is set not long after the Second World War and during the height of worries about an impending nuclear war. At this time, the tiny nation of Grand Fenwick, whose real only industry is the production of wine, is threatened by a cheap American copy. When the protests of Grand Fenwick are ignored by the Americans, the Prime Minister, Count Mountjoy, also played by Sellers, comes up with the plan of declaring war on the United States, rapidly losing the war, and then waiting for the Americans to occupy them and rebuild their economy, much in the way the Marshall Plan had done for most of Europe a few years earlier. With this in mind, Tully Bascom and a few archers in chainmail, and the one professional soldier in their midst, Will Buckley, played by the ever-dependable William Hartnell, set off to sail to America as an invasion force determined to surrender to the Americans at the first chance they get. Due to a mix-up in the American departments, the declaration of war from Grand Fenwick is thought to be a joke, and no one knows that Tully and his men are on their way. When Tully arrives, all the people are underground on an air raid drill due to the creation of the new Q-bomb. Tully ends up capturing the Q-bomb, the creator, and also the creator's pretty daughter. With the Q-bomb now in the hands of a tiny nation, all the other powerful nations want to help Grand Fenwick out, but they all want to look after the bomb for safekeeping, leaving all nations, including America and Grand Fenwick, with a problem, one which is eventually and novelly solved by the Duchess of Grand Fenwick herself. The film is full of madcap action, jokes, and a little romance between Tully and the bomb creator's daughter. But there are some deeper themes in the film about consideration of others, along with power and domination, all nicely dressed up in an amusing film with an equally amusing ending. I hope you enjoyed the film.